welcome back to the Mega Meeple, the podcast about gamers and the games that bring them together. I'm your GM, Thom, and this is episode 2 of the Mega Meeple. And in this episode, I will be talking about the International Tabletop Day, and then also this past week was May the 4th, which is obviously the day that a lot of Star Wars things are going on. So we have some new Star Wars games coming out. And then I talk about the 7 stages of board gaming and figure out what stage you're on. And then later on, I have a very special announcement about our very first guest here on the Mega Meeple that will be interviewed. Trust me, I guarantee you have played this person's games, and you're not going to want to miss it. So, without any further ado, let's polish up our dice, crack open that rule book, and bring out our GM screen, and get this puppy rolling. Alrighty, so, wow, what a week. Sorry this podcast is about a day late getting out. I usually like to get these things out on Friday so you can listen to them over the weekend. But it took me half the week just to recover from International Tabletop Day, which was last weekend. And I don't know how you guys were celebrating that day, how many games you were playing. But one of the stores, gaming stores local to me, was having a 33-hour gaming marathon. And they started, they opened up at 3 p.m. on Friday, and they stayed open all day Friday, all through the night Friday, and all day Saturday, and they didn't close until midnight on Saturday. And I think there was there was a couple. There was a young couple who actually lasted all 33 hours. And of course, they're much younger than I am, because I don't know what the hell I was thinking that I was going to try to last 33 hours. But anyway, I got there late because one of my gaming groups, Pathfinder group, was going through one of our sessions. We're going through the Iron Gods campaign. And it's been a few months since we actually had a session. I think last time we met was in January. So it was real important for us to get together and get into the groove and the rhythm again and get into our characters, which is a lot of fun. And as soon as we're done with that, I went over to the game store. It was about 11 p.m., and I lasted all night. And I think around, I'd say 11:30 Saturday morning, about 11:30 a.m., 12 noon, my brain just shut down. I mean, there was no way I was going to be able to even focus on anything remotely gaming or strategic or anything like that had to do with any of the games. So I thought, all right, I'll call quits. So I went home about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I crashed. And I slept all night. I swear, I think that was the first time I ever slept a solid 12 hours without having to get up, take the pee. I'm too old for that stuff. But it was a lot of fun. In fact, there was at 3 specific during the night. There was no more than 3 tables during that time that I saw Scythe being played. That's a real popular game put out by Stonemaier Games, and actually they were selling raffle tickets, and they were giving small prizes stuff out, pulling a raffle on every hour. But the grand prize was drawn at 8 o'clock Saturday night. You had to be there. You had to be awake to claim your prize. And the person who won, actually, the prize was you could choose any game in the store and take home free. And the game that this winner for this year chose was the game Scythe. So that game is still running strong. It's still riding that wave of popularity, and people are loving that game. Also got to play Terraforming Mars. That's a real good one. I played solo once, and this was the first time I got to play it with other people, and that was pretty cool. I took my game of Too Many Bones, got to play that a few times. I took Mechs versus Minions, but people had seen that, they commented on it, but we never really got it to any of the tables. So, but that was a lot of fun. But yeah, after all that, it took me about, I'd say, all day Saturday, Sunday. I think it was about Tuesday by the time I was even getting my sleep schedule back on track, and just getting back to normal and the rhythm of things. So I think that's a little bit too optimistic of me to think that I was going to go there and be 33 hours. What the hell was I thinking? I lasted maybe 13 or 14. Yeah, we ordered out for pizza and stuff like that, and somebody brought a, big screen TV, and they put it on top of one of the store shelves, and we were watching all the Star Wars movies throughout the night. So that was a lot of fun. What other games have we been playing this past week? Well, actually, this past week, Mr. Postman brought me Android Netrunner Terminal Directive, and I actually pre-ordered this about 2 or so months ago, and forgot all about it. And it's always a pleasant surprise to get that in the mail. And I had thought of maybe doing an unboxing video because I want to get our YouTube channel up more active now. But when I opened up the box, I thought to myself, no, I'm not going to do an unboxing, because basically what you get is 4 decks of cards, or I'm sorry, 6 decks of cards, and 4 of them are labeled "Do Not Open." So I thought, well, that would be a pretty boring unboxing, even more so boring than unboxing videos are usually, because I wouldn't be able to show you three-fourths of the contents. I just show you, okay, this is the text saying "Do not open." That's what you get. So I decided against that. So it'll be good to get that Android Netrunner game up again. And it's been a long time since I played it, but I think this campaign expansion would be just what it needs to give it a little shot in the arm and get that revitalized. So I'm looking forward to getting together with one of my Android friends and go through that and see what it's like. So, and also with May the 4th, everything's all go Star Wars crazy. They had the second set of the Star Wars Destiny CCG, Spirit of the Rebellion. We had the release party, actually at the same store that had the 33-hour gaming marathon. So we went to that, and everybody's buying up the booster boxes and stuff like that. And then after you go through all 36 packs, then you'd spend the time, an hour or so, filtering them and organizing them and stuff like that. And then once you find out what you have or what you had duplicates of, then people started trading. And that was a lot of fun. And then we got a few games in there at the last minute, but I think a lot of people are going to wait to go. We waited till we go home and see what kind of decks we could make and what kind of decks we could create with combining the Awakening set along with the Spirit of Rebellion set, and see what kind of things we come up with. So it'll be really interesting to see where it goes from there, what kind of decks people are coming up with. And then we're starting in our area a Star Wars Destiny League, and there's two stores that's participating in that, and going to have some friendly competition between the gaming stores here in our area. Announcement with Star Wars Rebellion, the Star Wars movie in the box, as it's called, and that is getting an expansion. Star Wars Rebellion Rogue One. It looks like the majority of it is. It appears to be primarily Rogue One, but there's some sprinklings of other things, like in the press release you could see a picture of Jabba the Hutt and a few ships from the Rebels series and stuff like that. But I think it's primarily from the Rogue One movie. Looks like the third quarter of this year. So I'll be looking forward to that. And I'm sure we'll get a review or a video up about that when it comes out. Alright, do you realize that there are 7 stages of being a board gamer? I posted this on a Mega Meeple Facebook page, and I'll also put a link to it in the show notes of this episode. And this is from Upright Gaming. This is an article that was posted not too long ago called The 7 Stages of a Board Gamer. There are many stages to the spiritual journey of becoming a modern board gamer. From that initial spark of discovery through to wallet-burning crazed excitement, and finally finding your unique style and acceptance. The following phases are the typical steps that a player experiences. As board gamers become increasingly popular, more and more gamers start to progress through these steps. Stage 1. Blissfully oblivious. You are blissfully unaware of the world of modern board games. Yeah, you know about Monopoly and Game of Life, and Snakes and Ladders, and poker, of course. But it's quite amazing that you made it to this blog and you have no idea what you are reading, or in your case, listening to. Most people get stuck in this phase unless a friend introduces them to gaming. Phase 2. Discovery. You just found out about modern board games through a friend, colleague, or associate. Somehow you joined in for a social event and enjoyed yourself. Imagine that. You like the idea of board games, and you have just become aware that there are thousands of board games to play and tens of thousands of people to play them. You subscribe to the board game subreddit and may have found the BoardGameGeek.com website. You started to watch YouTube series such as Will Wheaton's Tabletop, Tom Vassel's Dice Tower, Rada, or Watch It Played. Due to the overwhelming amount of board games that exist, you began to Google top 10 board games list and to investigate the different types of board games that exist. Stage 3. Newbie. Somehow you managed to find out that there are different board game styles. You found new terms such as Eurogames, which indicates that the game has little luck and more resource-based and economic themes, and Ameritrash, which indicates a game is more thematic with conflict and drama. You have investigated enough board game styles to have an idea of what you want to play. You start buying some board games cautiously based on reviews and videos that you have watched. To your surprise, you found out that there is a broad range of solo games that are also quite playable and fun. Stage 4. Crazed. You initially convinced yourself that you would try 1 or 2 board games, but somehow you've ended up spending a lot more money on new board games and come to accept that board gaming is your new hobby. You spend your paychecks on regular impulse board gaming buys and Kickstarters. You religiously watch your favorite YouTube channel, and you have decided to try and find matching game players who have similar tastes to you to play games. You start looking for the best deals on Amazon, and you're kickstarting each modern new board game coming out. Although, the big signal that you're at this stage is that your secret birthday wish list for all your friends now has board games on it. Stage 5. Realization. Either reality starts to set in, or you're going broke. Either way, you realize that it's hard to find the people and time to play games at the rate that you are buying them. You started to understand that board games are not Pokemon and you don't have to catch them all. You begin to enjoy certain categories of board games more than others. Your purchases aren't as impulsive as before, and you discovered you don't have enough time to play all the games you want to, but you still buy a game once or twice a month. The physical sign that you are at this stage is that you have set on a set of shelves that are now full of board games, and you've started to plan your dedicated game room. Stage 6. Embracing. You are quietly accepting and at peace with your decision to become a board gamer for life. Your family knows you love board games and probably play them with you. Your friends know you love board games and you have great gaming groups. You committed to assigning parts of your house to be a board game room. For the first time, you started to remove games from your collections. Maybe you've sold the games, or you simply don't have space to keep practically all of them. Mentally, you accept that you don't need to play every game, and you're probably narrowed down a handful of games that you want to play regularly. In the final phase 7, Guru. You have played thousands of different board games. Yes, that is right, not hundreds, but thousands. You are a member of multiple gaming groups, and you come to realize that different groups have different personalities and unique dynamics. You understand what style of games you enjoy and precise mechanics that you do and don't like in a game. You don't actively preach or tell people about board games, but when asked, you are an ambassador for the genre, and with your vast knowledge, you can always add thoughtful discussion and predictions regarding games you are yet to play. Your collection is the perfect range of games that you like. It is not easy for a new game to make it into your collection, and you have defined a rigorous trial of fire that any game must meet to make it successfully into your collection. The conclusion: the journey of being a guru is an exciting roller coaster of social emotions. People get very attached to their board games, and getting to the final stage of getting rid of the games is not a step that everybody takes. What everybody can agree on, however, is that modern board gaming is fun and a great excuse to get some friends together. So I thought that was a really cool article. And what stage of board gaming are you at? Let's interact. Let me know in the comments. You could contact us or follow us on any of our social media sites that we have listed on our website. You could even contact us through the website on our contact us page, and I will get the email. So if you have any suggestions or ideas of any topics that you would want me to cover, please contact us through the website, or like I said, any of the social media pages that we have listed on our website. So go to www.themegameeple and go to iTunes and subscribe to this podcast. Give us some 5-star love and leave us a review. It would really mean a lot. Now, I got a very, very important announcement to make, and that is this is only the second full episode, and I haven't even started recording the third episode, and we already have a guest. We're going to have a special guest, a influential person in the gaming industry. You know his name, you've heard of his name, you've heard and know of his company, and I guarantee you have played his games. And his games are, and he has a new one coming out very shortly, and I was happy and just fanboyish that he has agreed to come on the show and be interviewed for the Mega Meeple, for all of our meeples out there. So, who am I talking about? My meeples. Next week, episode 3, I will be interviewing none other than... you know what? I don't think I'm going to tell you. You see, that's what they call in the industry as a teaser. You got to tune in next week to listen to find out who it is. And trust me, you are going to want to listen to next week's episode. Because if you miss it, you are going to live in a world of regret. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the regret and the feeling that you have when you do not kickstart a game and your friend does, and then your friend gets the game and all the cool Kickstarter exclusives, and you look at that and you think to yourself, oh, I only have the retail version. That kind of regret, yeah. You are not going to be a happy puppy if you miss next week's episode. And tell your friends about it too, because they're going to want to listen to it too. Thank you so much for listening to the Mega Meeple. If you'd like to subscribe to our podcast, we're listed on iTunes. Please give us a 5-star rating and leave us a review. You could also contact us via all the social media sites. You can find the links on those on our website, www.themegameeple, as well as contact us directly through the Contact Us page. And if you ever happen to find some spare change in cushions of your sofa, feel free to donate that to our Patreon page, also listed on the social media links on our website. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next week at the gaming table.